back to the top of the Premier League today. Arsenal lost, City lost. Do you see a big opportunity opening up in terms of this season?
No, not because of the fact that they lost. But what I do like a lot is that last week two times we came 1 goal behind against Arsenal, 1-0 and 2-1, and 2 times we were able to fight ourselves back into the game. And in this game we were 1-0 down at halftime, which I think we deserved, and I think you agree with me. And then to come back so strong against such a quality team that has spent so much money in recent years as well, led by a few very good managers in the last few years, then to come back the way we did, that gives me a lot of confidence for the rest of the season. But I also added after the game to the players that 45 minutes of the football we played in the first half, that will in the end punish you somewhere. So we need to show up from the start. The crowd was incredible the second half. Our fans were incredible the second half. Our players, but our fans as well. It was the loudest crowd since I've been here. So let's go now for Tuesday, where I think we need them again to make sure we play like this from the start, and the fans can help us from the start, because that definitely has influence on our players and in the end on our results. Now, first of all, credits to Brighton, the way they showed up over here. They showed a lot of composure. They were not afraid to play out from the back really well. A lot of energy without the ball, and we didn't show up at all in every part of the game, maybe except from the set pieces part, but for the rest we were not there. And if you face a very good team like Brighton, it's not enough to run once, twice or 3 times. You have to keep on running. So we changed a bit of tactics, but that had nothing to do, in ball possession, had nothing to do with us coming out stronger the second half. It all had to do that the players showed a different attitude and a different intensity. And therefore I said a few things, we showed a few things, but it wasn't that I was screaming or fuming around. It's just making sure that players understand that this was not enough. And I think they felt it themselves as well. Yeah. For me, start of the second half, we were dominant, we were creating our chances, so that's why I didn't really felt the need to change something. But yeah, if you create your chances and it doesn't go in, and then you have so many good players on the bench that can also make a difference and have an impact on the game, you do change. And I don't think in the second half anybody deserved to be taken out. In the first half, they almost all deserved to be taken out. But in the second half they didn't. But yeah, if you then have the likes of Lucio and of Curtis Jones, you bring them in, and yeah, for me it's not that much of a risk if you're 1-0 down to bring just players in that can score a goal. As long as you know that these players can play with the same intensity as the one that started, and that's what Lucio and Curtis brought: intensity without the ball and quality with the ball.